Well, the dollar's starting to approach upwards a little bit. This is exactly what I expected. Back in July, I expected this dollar to rally a little bit, and I did several videos. One of the videos I did was on July 31st, and this was after the dollar already started to drop, and I said in the video that this was unexpected by me, that I expected the dollar to move up and get stronger. Well, now the dollar has started that to get stronger like I expected back in July. This drop in the dollar was a little bit unexpected for me. I expected the dollar to move up, and I still expect it to move up and gain strength. The reason why is because I think that later this year we're heading toward a market correction, and if not something a little bit more serious than a market correction even. In other words, maybe even a crash, dare I say the word, in the stock market. But at any rate, I expect the dollar to gain strength. I think that this is the last hurrah for the dollar. And they're going to run to the dollar because this is what they do. They run to the dollar as a safe haven. They run to the yen as a safe haven. Can you believe that they would run to the yen? Oh my goodness. Talk about a hyperinflated currency. At any rate, you know how many yen the Bank of Japan has monetized their own debt. The whole thing is a house of cards. The dollar and the yen. So anyway, they run to the dollar. They're going to run to the dollar when the crisis hits, when the market blows up later. This is going to be deflationary. I've talked about this before. Now, right here, I want to show you a clip. This is me back on July 31st, talking about the dollar. Suffice to say, there's a lot tied into the dollar. I'm sure that there's an awful lot of these guys out there that didn't expect this right now, and I didn't expect it. I suspected the dollar was going to go up a little bit. This took me by surprise, but now that it's happening, I mean, I'm not going to say it's not happening. I'm going to go with the flow, and I try to spot trends and see what's happening and see if this will continue. Okay, so they're going to run to the dollar. They're also going to run to gold and silver, but at first, not as much as the dollar. They're going to run to the dollar more. The central banks, this is going to be a deflationary shock event. It's not going to last long. It's going to be the shortest, it's going to be a very short-lasting event because it's going to be so severe. And this is why it's going to be short-lasting. It's going to be something similar to the 2008 crisis that seized the didn't quite seize the financial system. This one's going to seize the financial system, just like as if you put a wrench into an engine, and the wrench would spin into the gears and freeze the engine up and stop an engine, or something like a lawnmower going through some real thick, heavy grass and it stalls. The whole world's economic system is actually going to stall. This is going to stall it. This is going to be a deflationary shock event, worse than 2008. They're going to jumpstart the system back going again, and how they're going to do it is with money. They're going to release the floodgates of money. And when they do that, then we really could see a stock market of 100,000. You know, I mean, we really could see, because we're going to then be in a period of hyperinflation when they turn this thing around. And they have to turn it around. There's no other choice. That's when you're going to see the dollar die, is when they turn it around. So first they're going to run into the dollar. Watch them run into the dollar. Then watch them dump the dollar. But on both sides, even when they're running into the dollar, gold and silver is going to do good. And when they dump the dollar, gold and silver is even going to do better. Cryptocurrencies are going to suffer, I think, when they during a deflationary shock event. I think cryptocurrencies are going to suffer. It's going to be the biggest opportunity probably in your lifetime coming up. Cryptocurrencies might really suffer bad, and of course on the other side of this, when they turn it around, cryptocurrencies are going to be phenomenal, nothing less than phenomenal. So this is an up-and-coming event, probably this fall. It might be next spring, could be, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be this fall. It's going to be something to witness. Now, my channel on here, I try to not only keep up with trends, I try to keep you up with the latest news. I try to keep you up with the latest events of the financial system. My viewership has been going up great. I love every one of my subscribers. My subscribers are coming in really good. You guys, I really like the guys that comment a lot. I read every single comment. Sometimes I don't comment back because it's a kind of comment that there's nothing much to say about it, you know. If you make like a statement in your comment, in the comment section, I'll read your statement, but sometimes I won't comment back on your statement because it's more of a statement that you're making. If you ask a question, I'll try to think about it and respond oftentimes, unless it's a really silly question. You know, but I really enjoy the people that comment a lot. And I like all of my subscribers, even if you don't comment, you know. Give me a thumbs up if you don't comment. You know, or even a thumbs down. You know what I mean? A thumbs up or a thumbs down shows that you're active and you're interested in what I'm putting out there and what I have to say. And so, what I was going to say about this is right now my channel is growing really good. But when this crisis comes, I think it's going to be nuts. I think my channel is going to grow because all these people out there who are watching like silly stuff, like stuff like I watch, like Robot Wars. I mean, at times I watch silly stuff too, but I mean that's all they watch. They don't watch anything that's not silly. Stuff like epic fails and stuff. They watch people falling on their head all day, you know, and they're not really serious. But when they start losing their jobs, they're going to come here and they're going to want to know, why did I lose my job? What happened? They're suddenly going to wake up from this daze that they're in. They don't know. They've been reading the mainstream media and they heard that we're in an economic recovery right now. So all this is going to really take them by surprise, take them by shock, because they think we're in some sort of a recovery, when there is no recovery. In fact, we're on the verge of going into the abyss. At any rate, so there's a few things happening in the world today. There's actually, there's not a whole lot happening. There's just a very few things happening. There's in the news, let's just take a quick look at the news here while we're on the subject. Okay, so Trump has said that the alt-left is also to blame for the Charlottesville violence. You know, and Trump's also denounced the KKK and neo-Nazis, and the Justice Department is going to launch a civil rights probe. They're going to renegotiate NAFTA with Canada. Let's see, Hillary and Bill Clinton here spotted shopping in Quebec's Eastern Township. The two of them are together. They've been spotted, they're in Canada evidently. They're in Quebec, up where the French people are. You know? And Hillary's wearing a, well, you'll love this. I got to get the picture of this, what she's wearing, because it's so fitting. You guys are just going to love this, what she's wearing. I got to get this picture, and I got to send it in. You guys will just love it. Here's a picture. It's so fitting. She's in, she looks like a prisoner from jail. She's wearing, she's wearing jail stripes. Okay, so that's that. So remember I did a story a while ago about a woman with Down syndrome, and they said that the cops were making fun of her. The cops were in the police car and they were giggling a little bit. I don't even think they were making fun of her, but they're going to make those cops go through a disciplinary hearing. At any rate, so that's going on. Oh, North Korea. In the news right now, North Korea's backed off. They were going to launch those 4 missiles toward Guam, heading out over the ocean, right over Japan. But now he said he's going to wait to see what the Yankees are going to do. So he's backed off of sending those missiles. He might never send them. Let's see what else is going on. So I think those are all the top stories, you know. Let's see if we can find a secondary story here. Oh, they're going to solar eclipse chasers travel the world to be at one with the cosmos. You know, okay, I'm going to tell you one thing about solar eclipse. Don't look directly at the solar eclipse. You got to use some sort of either very dark goggles or glasses, or you've got to have some sort of a lens that's going to reflect it off. Because if you look directly at the thing, it'll burn your eyeballs. So, okay, that's it for now. Thank you guys for listening to my channel, and like and subscribe. And hey, we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye.